be here. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. My name is Joseph Sanchez ONE with the Temple of Hip Hop NYC. And what we do is we work to preserve the culture of hip hop through edutainment. That's education through entertainment. What I specifically do is I create hip hop programming. We just got off a series right now with the Department of Probation. We did a little tour of Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Manhattan. And I was really, really inspired, man. Everybody thinks that when you go out to talk to the kids and, you know, you think you're gonna go out to teach them and everything, this and that, but the main lesson with the whole thing is that you end up being the one taught by these students, and it's incredible because I was inspired a lot. But I happened to write a song about one of the inspirations that we had, and it was, you know, these kids are going, you know, the boys are getting killed and everything, in and out of probation, going upstate, coming back upstate, getting their cases adjusted. And I was inspired by the thought, and it was, the concept was, for every brother killed, there's a leader that rises. And it was touching to me. I went home, I wrote a verse, whatever, I wrote another verse, and I ended up writing a song. So that's what I'm gonna share with you tonight. But before we get into that, who's in the house, man? We uptown, man. What's up? Uptown, we in the house or what? Come on, we need to get a little loud. Uptown, what's up? I haven't been on the mic for about at least 10 years. I used to go down to the Lower East Side, to New York, Puerto Rican, to Brooklyn, to all these spots. And I'm back, and I always used to dream about, yo, I want to rock the mic and watch the Heights. This is my first time on the mic. So watch the Heights, what's up? 156, 168, come on, 186, the same thing? Come on, who's in the house? 190, David, Elwood, come on, Daya my block. What's up, Daya? Come on, DTP 1983. Come on, Pose is always in the fucking house. Yeah, why have a curse? Anyway, let me get into this. For every brother killed, boom, boom, there's a leader that rises, boom, boom. For every brother killed, boom, boom, there's a leader that rises. Every man has a plan at birth, starts his journey, loses his first battle, then he's hurt. What's worse, with no healing, his scars become cursed. With no guidance, his conflict is sure to become violent, so I'm out. I'm packing my bags, we on a mission with no permission or decision to make. Just one religion we take to help self-create and celebrate. Hopefully before the wake, so that you're all fresh out the shower after hours on the block, hanging out your first floor window, tank top, non-stop, hot summer night. Bike, roaring up the street. Y'all need one more ride before we go to sleep. With no helmet or no fever because he hung all day. He kissed his mom's goodbye and went back out to play. Motorcycle excitement takes over up indictment. No, motorcycle excitement takes over up indictment. Joy ride, driver survived, the other became enlightenment. That's why for every brother killed, boom, boom, there's a leader that rises, boom, boom. For every brother killed, boom, boom, there's a leader that rises. It's not the first and it won't be the last of lives with much potential but don't seem to last or pass the finish line. Instead we're burying brothers two at a time, one from each side. How we define the beef on the streets, psychological, economical, political, it's all theoretical. It's time to listen to the lyrical that creates real life at the ultimate price. Last night another family took flight to the States. They won't integrate, students and teachers don't relate. They'll see upstate before we graduate. Now who's gonna take the weight? New kids on the block will inherit the block along with the hot block. They got the other brothers locked up, shot up, now they're all boxed up. One out of two hopefully will rise up. That's why for every brother killed, boom, boom, there's a leader that rises, boom, boom. For every brother killed, boom, boom, there's a leader that rises. One more verse, come on. Inspired by the manners that I see, it's strange to me how the chaos tends to move me slowly. Through the night I only fight when I'm right, so I'm peacefully praying under the moonlight, asking for peace, love, unity, and safe fun. But I've been known to interrupt the violence with the guns. I'm asking who, why, Joey said I don't get it. Got the soul sonic force in my blood, I won't wet it. But these pensive thoughts keep me up. Nightmares are being set up, what the fuck? Live on my own to the edge, blindfolded, tied up, sitting in a hot boiling sea of lust. Who do I trust? My gut, my heart remains open. The force that wakes me up when I'm drowning and choking. I'm coping with the death and lies, with my eyes open wide, seeing and believing. There's a blessing in disguise. That's why for every brother killed, boom boom, there's a leader that rises, boom boom. For every brother killed, boom boom, there's a leader that rises. Yo, pay attention now. When something happens on your block and somebody gets killed, grab the next kid that's next to him and say, yo, you don't gotta be involved with this, man. Put them on, man. These kids need jobs. These guys need all types of shit. Something like Hip Hop NYC. Thank you.
Ready?
Ready.
Yo, it's your boy Divino, DeNegro, Uptown Washington Heights. You already know what it is. It's straight in front of Negro Claro, right by Edutainment Projects. And I'm with my man, Joseph, Temple of Hip Hop. If you know about the teacher, KRS One, BDP, the Temple of Hip Hop, you already know what it is. So now the Temple of Hip Hop has been established in California for quite some time. Even though I remember when KRS One was talking about having the Temple of Hip Hop on 125th. Right by the state building, right by where the guards and the Earths are at, right by where the Nation of Islam is at, right where, you know, the Nuwabians are at, right where the Young Lords made history. Let's talk about what's going on right now as far as the Temple of Hip Hop in New York.
Well, the Temple of Hip Hop physically hasn't really been established anywhere. You know, the Temple of Hip Hop moves around with the teacher, and there is no physical space for the Temple of Hip Hop. So the Temple of Hip Hop, the first temple is our bodies. So wherever you are, you're practicing hip hop, and if you are hip hop, that's where the Temple of Hip Hop is. Right now, the Temple of Hip Hop is focused in California because of the fact that there's a couple of members that are congregated over there, and they're really getting busy. Over here in New York City, it's me and other guys that are around the tri-state area. We're just getting busy, you know. We're trying to bring hip hop and celebrate hip hop, honor our elders, and just really bring the culture back, you know, celebrate the culture and preserve it through the H law, which is health, love, awareness, and wealth. And we're just getting busy, you know. The Temple of Hip Hop is gonna grow though. This year, 2013, the 40th anniversary of hip hop. We're celebrating, you know, Kool Herc's first party, August 11th, 1973. It's 40 years later, and hip hop is spiritual at this point. Hip hop is not, you know, a teenager or even a young adult. It's a mature man, a mature woman. The culture is matured, and we're on a spiritual level at this point. So the 40th anniversary is very significant for us and for everybody in hip hop. And we really, we're gonna support everything that's going on, no matter what it is. You know, we're not discriminating against any type of different hip hops or radio stations or any of that. We're just bringing people together to unite, because within the unity, it's gonna help us really bring out the essence of them.
So with the history that follows KRS One and his legacy as a living entity regarding the foundation of hip hop, and also what he's been able to produce for the culture of hip hop, what is the game plan? What is the goal as far as the Temple of Hip Hop in New York specifically?
Well, in New York, in our movement, we're talking about and we're thinking about just bringing the whole, honoring our elders, man. Our elders are living elders, and they're here. They're in the Bronx, they're in 125th, they're in Queens, and in Brooklyn. Our elders are here, so we're gonna celebrate and honor our elders in every opportunity that we can. We got Hip Hop Appreciation Week coming up, May 20th to May 26th. That whole week, we're gonna be doing honoring ceremonies, and we're also going to be doing hip-hop workshops and hip-hop educational opportunities and activities for the community. You know, we're partnering up with Zulu. Zulu is 100% down. We 100% down with Zulu. So we're just really doing the community empowerment piece right now. But the goal is to really have a physical temple up in New York City where we could celebrate and practice the art of hip-hop and the science.
Absolutely. Now, in respect to what Afrika Bambaataa, the legendary Afrika Bambaataa, has done, along with what, you know, let's say Melly Mel and KRS One and other legendary people who have helped change the world with their contributions through hip hop, what can young people expect, and what can they look forward to regarding the movement of the Temple of Hip Hop?
Yeah, the young guys could expect to really learn the cultural value that hip hop has to offer. A lot of kids and a lot of our young kids, they understand hip hop through an entertainment lens, which is very much respected because that's what it is, and a big part of that is what the kids receive. But for this year and from here on forward, you know, hip hop is going to be approached from a cultural perspective, and that's our duty, that's our job. And the kids are going to understand not just, oh, this is rap and you can do a video and you can make money. It's more like, yo, this is language, this is business, this is art, this is human skills, this is beatboxing, this is creating, this is bringing everything together, and this is community empowerment, this is self-empowerment, this is self-actualization, and we're just really gonna bring the human elements out and really give it to the kids so they can empower themselves, you know. And that's really what's lacking in education and also within the families, you know. We don't even communicate with each other no more. You know, hip-hop, we hip-hop because we know how to communicate through another language, and it doesn't have to be, you know, language that you're speaking. It could just be whatever, the art form. The kids don't understand that yet, and we're really putting that on top of our priority list to really teach the culture of hip-hop, you know.
So my last question is, if we want to be involved with this, with the evolution of the Temple of Hip Hop, and we want to be involved with what's gonna happen regarding the Temple of Hip Hop, how can we reach you? How can we get involved? How can we contact you? How can we do that?
Well, just to shed some light on the Temple of Hip Hop. A lot of people ask me the same question. You know, how do I get down with the Temple of Hip Hop? And it's simple. You know, it's the gospel of hip hop. I left it in the club, but it's the gospel of hip hop. If you're interested in building some type of career within hip hop, we recommend for you to read the gospel of hip hop. You know, if it's relevant to you, if it means anything to you, you live the principles and the practices of the gospel of hip hop, and you become hip hop. You could become a straight scholar, a hip hop scholar, right through that book. If you really want to get involved, you'll naturally become hip hop, and then at that point, hip hop Temple of Hip Hop members will recognize you and acknowledge you, and you will become part of the Temple of Hip Hop, not because you know so much or because you studied the book and you memorize it and you know exactly what to spit. It's more like through your actions and through what you do, we will acknowledge you and bring you on naturally. You know, you'll come on board naturally because of the fact that you're practicing the same thing we're practicing. So if you want to be part of the Temple of Hip Hop, it's simple. Pick up a gospel of hip hop, read it, live it, and then through your actions, you'll be able to relate, and we'll naturally connect organically. To find us, you can find us on Facebook, Temple of Hip Hop NYC, Twitter, the same thing, Instagram, all that. We got it all set up. So be my guest, please, and visit our page. Divino, happy birthday!
Thank you so much.
Us,
yo, real quick though, shout out to Scott LaRock, Big Pun, Big L, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, Freaky Ty.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You already know. Aaliyah Left Eye.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Like, listen.
And all the brothers from the block.
Yo, matter of fact, real quick, shout out to my brother Conscious Allah, right there from Dykeman Projects. You know what I mean? We celebrating life, and death is only a natural part of life. Life is eternal. Keep that going on. Hip hop is eternal. Let's get it popping. Peace,
I appreciate
for
it.
the people all day.
Woo! Thank you. Yeah, walk with me. Come on. We're gonna take a trip around the block. Every man is given a plan at birth. Starts his journey, loses his first battle, then he's hurt. What's worse, with no healing, his scars become cursed with no guidance. His conflict is sure to become violent, so I'm out. I'm packing my bags, we on a mission with no permission, no decision to make. Just what religion we take to help self-create and celebrate.
hopefully before the wake. So there you're off, fresh out the shower after hours on the block, hanging out your first floor window, tank top, non-stop, hot summer night, bike roaring up the street, yelling one more ride before we go to sleep. With no helmet or no fever cause he hung all day. He kissed his mom's goodbye and went back out to play. Motorcycle excitement takes over up indictment, joyride. Driver survived, the other became enlightenment. That's why